I actually recorded another video whilst I was renovating a window on my farm. So I'm back to my farm in Lithuania. But for some reason, my air dopes, my favorite air dopes, don't work on my laptop anymore. I don't know why. So I'm recording. Hopefully you will hear me well without the air dopes. So I had a very long travel from India to Lithuania. So the way that it went was I took a taxi, which was 1 hour and a half to the to Goa airport. From there, I took a domestic flight to Mumbai. From Mumbai, I took a flight to Doha, and from Doha, I took a connecting flight to Warsaw, and from there, I took a 5 hour bus ride to Kaunas, and from there, I took a bus to my farm. So that was a very long travel, but everything went smoothly. And that was the first time where I allowed the Holy Spirit to decide everything for me. And I approached everything from total non judgment. So I just say, I don't know what I'm looking at. Holy Spirit, show me. And that was such an amazing time. And this way of perceiving the world is so easy once you start looking at the world through the Holy Spirit without any judgment. You will not want to go back to judging anything. And no matter how people are, you're just looking at them through the Holy Spirit without judging, allowing the judgment to be done only by the Holy Spirit. And everything works out so well. For example, I was standing in the queue in Mumbai airport, and I was warned that you have to get there quite early because the security is really taking a long time, but I didn't expect how long it would take. There were so many people there, and the queue that I joined, the guy that was supposed to check the passports was just gone somewhere, and nobody was like, everyone was left there just waiting for him to return, and hoping he would return before their flight is up. And then the guy next to it also left, and we were like, we're totally confused what to do because my boarding was about to start and they are not returning, and I'm waiting. And then I thought, okay, I totally trust the Holy Spirit that everything will work out and I will not panic. And then I just felt that I should join another queue. So, because there was also the guy there working, but then it meant that I had to start from the beginning, like quite a few people behind a few people. So I was about to join that queue, and then the guy in front, at the beginning of the queue, that new queue that I wanted to join, just motioned for me. And then he said, you can just stand in front of me. So he allowed to jump the queue without me even looking at him, without telling anything to anyone. I wasn't even looking stressed because I just trusted the Holy Spirit. And he just allowed me to cut the queue. And so yes, and after they checked for my passport, that was actually the boarding then started. And so he checked the passport. I went to the boarding gate, and then it turned out that for some reason they just changed the boarding gate but so it was different than what it was printed on the ticket. And then there was an elderly person who was confused, so I actually helped him to find the way because I know my way in airports because I'm a frequent flyer. So I said, no, we should go there and here and there. So we had a nice talk whilst we were going to the gates. And then we joined the queue and I was on the flight. And on the next flight from Doha to Warsaw, I got seated next to an Indian guy, and I felt like I had to talk to him. and we started talking, and he also felt the same things, and we both believed that we had past lifetimes together, and I'm sure not one but a few lifetimes together, because that energy between us was so familiar, and we straight away connected like friends. And he didn't even want to leave because there was such a strong connection, like we knew each other. It was like friendship, like good friendship. And he was very much into spirituality, into Hinduism, and we had a lot to talk about. And so we exchanged contact details, and he's now on Instagram. And it was a very special meeting. And after that, I got on the bus from Warsaw to Lithuania. There I also was sat next to a person from Germany. We had a good talk. And after that, I got the last bus to my farm. And there, one elderly lady sat next to me, and we started talking. And she actually, it turns out she has land not far from my farm. And she gave that land for her son, and he started organic farming there. So she just invited us to me to hang out there, and I said I will also take my mom just to see the farm and how they live and everything. And I invited them to my farm because she loves big trees, and I said my farm has many big trees. So we just made friends like this. So all the entire travel was beautiful. I met amazing people, and that's because I wasn't judging anyone. And people feel it when you approach them without any judgment at all. You're just in A Course in Miracles. And this is my book, by the way. This one. And my mom is also taking from UK another Course in Miracles book by A Circle of Atonement. So this one is the original one by Course in Miracles Society, and A Circle of Atonement has even more text. So when you approach people without any judgment, like it's told in A Course in Miracles, you should not judge. It's not your function, because you don't know. You're a very poor judge because you're stuck in time, you're stuck in space. You don't know what the past lifetimes of those people were. You don't know anything about them, so you're in no position to judge them. So allow the judgment to be done through the Holy Spirit. So when you approach people like this, just totally without any preconceived notions about them, you're just looking at what is. People feel that they are not judged by you, and they feel that they can talk to you without hiding anything. They just want to talk to you, and friendships naturally happen. And like even in the airport, I was filling my bottle, and then a guy just approached me and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know how to use that." There is like a water fountain kind of thing in airports where you can drink free water. And he said he doesn't know how to drink from them. And is it possible to borrow my like bottle to drink? And I said, usually I wouldn't be like, I would say maybe no. But now, as I'm led by the Holy Spirit, I said, yes, of course. And then he was so happy, and he drank it. He said, thank you so much. And it's just interactions happen like this so easily when you are led by the Holy Spirit and when you don't judge the world. So this video will be short because I'm going to have a conversation with my client now. But yes, the journey was amazing. And when you don't judge, when you allow the Holy Spirit to judge everything through you, then your life becomes very smooth and happy.